Have you ever seen an aggressive woman? It's not sexy. I don't look at a woman. No fucking man's ever gonna look at a woman who's starting a fight and be like, I want to fuck her right now. God damn, did you see the way she punched? Her form was so on point.
Yeah, it's so true.
Men don't look at a woman pass by and they're like, damn, girl, you got them good ass leadership skills.
Welcome to the Better Man Podcast with Ivan and Sumed. This podcast is all about how to be an optimal, conscious male in today's society. Join Ivan and Sumed as they go deep into the rabbit hole of personal growth, mindset, social dynamics, and spirituality. Are you ready to be a better man?
What's happening?
What's going on?
You feeling lit?
Lit.
Are you feeling Are you feeling lit? Ooh. Are you feeling lit? Or are you feeling lit?
Is the light within you or outside of you?
Oh, little do you know you are
Okay.
light. God.
Okay.
Oh, we just
Okay.
fucking dropped truth bombs,
Here we go.
truth bombs and truth
How's it
palms.
going, guys?
Welcome to the Better Man Podcast with Ivan and Sumed. I'm Ivan.
And I'm Sumed. How's it going? I hope you're chilling over there. I hope you're on some kind of fabulous location right now, listening to us, whether it's in your toilet seat, in your garage, in a 2-story apartment somewhere in Denver. We don't care, but all we care about is that you're listening, you're tuning in, and you're hearing what we have to say, and we appreciate you. We're hella grateful for the fact that we get to share with you today
masculine
about the topic of balancing out our
energy.
masculine energy,
Masculine energy.
or yang, as we call it in the Taoist system.
You know, my girlfriend yesterday, she told me she wanted to poke my eye.
Poke your eye?
Yeah, I know. Goddamn, right? With her toe, because she said it was cute. But that doesn't make sense according to the masculine energy, right?
Poke your eye.
Yo,
With her toe.
could you believe that?
That's the strangest fetish I've ever heard in my life, bro.
I have really beautiful eyes, you know?
Yeah, you just want to poke him.
I
So
was
adorable.
told that I have too much masculine energy, right?
Mhm.
And then I did a poll. And people fucking agreed with that shit. Could you fucking believe them? Fuck, I can't believe it. I don't agree with them though, because they're speaking out of ignorance. They're speaking out of not knowing. The fuck, like, it's like if I was like, who's gonna win the game? Oh, I think it's gonna be this one. That's basically what they just fucking did. They just guessed.
So what would you say is particularly the thing that differentiates masculine and feminine energy the most?
The most aggression. You know what? I'm fucking aggressive. Right? But that does not mean that I go around trying to start fights with people. That doesn't mean that I go around and try to just randomly take shit, push people around.
Right.
Like we have to redefine. We have to expand definitions. Right? Like, this is just the way that I speak into the camera. This is just the way that I speak in, because it's just the way I'm teaching you, but I'm also educating you. That's the same shit. But I'm also entertaining you.
Edutainment.
Edutainment. You know what I mean? I'm not putting this out like a textbook. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Have you ever seen an aggressive woman? It's not sexy. I don't look at a woman. No fucking man's ever gonna look at a woman who's starting a fight and be like, I want to fuck her right now. God damn, did you see the way she punched? Her form was so on point.
Yeah, it's so true.
Men don't look at a woman pass by
Hmm.
and they're like, damn, girl, you got them good ass leadership skills.
Exactly. So like I'm just thinking about like in terms of in terms of transforming that anger that she has into lust, that's a different story. We're talking about primarily just a woman who is very much in her masculine power in her presence. Okay? So the thing is if you see a woman who's overly, you know, trying to dominate the situation, it means that she has to change her natural circuitry in order for her biology to survive in that position. In that position where she's being masculine, she doesn't feel safe. She does not feel secure. And so she needs to put on this masculine mask in order for her to feel that she is okay in that situation. However, when a woman can safely feel safe with a masculine man, with a man who is very in touch with his yang energy, in terms of yang, it's the light, essentially. It's the divine white light. And a man who can capture that energy, center it within himself, is truly powerful.
Order and safety. You want to be a better man? Order, safety. Look, there is no woman walking around out there who doesn't have confidence issues. Even the fucking hottest girls that you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I've been with them. Even they have insecurities about their beauty. You'd be like, what do you mean you look ugly? You look fucking hot. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you think. Matters what they think. Right? Even Kendall Jenner. Even motherfucking Kendall Jenner. Even Kylie Jenner. Do you think that bitch would care so much about her fucking looks if she wasn't insecure about them? Going through all these different fucking surgeries? You think she's so fucking happy with herself that she's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to change my fucking lips now. She's so happy with herself, right? She does not walk around feeling safe. She does not, because she knows she could fucking easily get murdered.
Yeah.
So all these women who want to fucking pretend they're independent women, cut the fucking crap. Because you're not safe. You're not safe. You need a man. And the same way, a man needs a woman.
Yeah.
The man is the sunlight and the woman is the moon. And the moon in the night shines the light of the sun down onto earth. If we did not have that moonlight, it would be incredibly dark.
Totally.
And every man knows how lonely it can get.
In the moonlight.
When you don't have a woman, how fucking lonely it can get.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking factoid. A woman needs a man and a man needs a fucking woman.
And there needs to be this dance between the masculine and the feminine. There needs to be this kind of constant like harmony that is built throughout time. Because the moment there is a disharmony, the moment there is a feeling of disagreement, not every disagreement has to become an argument. Please understand this, guys. Not every disagreement has to become an argument, okay? Now, it's up to you as the masculine to distance yourself from things that are not serving you and going towards things which are serving you. I don't know what those James Dean facial expressions you're doing, bro. I'm trying to make
It must be burger pants. Bro, I'm telling you.
All right.
If every day I wake up and I talk to my girlfriend early in the morning, my fucking day goes great.
Mm.
Factoid, factoid, factoid. Factoid, factoid, factoid.
Mm. Interesting. So you take her feminine energy in that sense. You absorb it.
It softens me.
Mm.
It softens me. It takes pressure off of me.
Right.
It really does take pressure off of me.
Especially since it's November, and a lot of people are triggered when we mention this keyword right here. But we're gonna say it, so if any of you start, hyperventilating in your seats, please
Fucking snowflake.
please hear us out, okay? No nut November. Some of you just nut right there because I said it in such a sexy way.
Bro, it was just me.
But however, think about this concept. Because we're in India right now, which is the land of the yogis, where they practice this stuff.
Motherfucking yogis.
Brahmacharya.
Yogi
as
just
they
means
call
someone
it.
who does yoga, by the way.
Yeah, a yogi is somebody who is in touch with the oneness of the world.
A skilled motherfucker.
And someone who's in touch with the divine oneness of the world, right? So some of them are able to practice one component of yoga in terms of the 8 limbs. One of them is brahmacharya, which is being able to, you can call it celibacy if you want. That's not really what we're saying here. There is easy mode and there's hard mode, right? So we're not gonna not have sex. However, we're just not gonna jerk off. Let's just say that. For the month of November. And it's a difficult journey.
I'm pretty sure they intended it to be no sex as well.
Yeah. I'm sure they intended it that way as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are you gonna have no sex?
If I meet a girl and she's pretty fucking hot.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about this no nut November challenge. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay, I'm not gonna nut.
Pure.
I'm gonna stay pure and holy. I can actually hit the high notes. Watch me though.
Hallelujah. All right. Hey, who's watching?
What the fuck is up?
JB.
Stop watching, JB. We don't want you on here, JB.
We love you.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the concept of men getting into this movement of No Nut November, right? So semen retention, essentially. Now, that was a knee slapper. Essentially, what we want to leave you with is some of the benefits that at least we've noticed day 7 for us right now.
What's been happening with you, man? What's been happening with you?
So I've been noticing getting up a lot faster.
Yeah?
Yeah. Getting up,
Same.
like getting out of bed a lot faster.
For sure.
And also just a lot of like sensual energy building up. So a lot more horniness, I guess.
You know, a lot of like repressed desire.
Repressed desire.
Let's just call it that, because it's what it is.
It totally is.
It's repressed desire.
Yeah. And
Unmet.
I've actually been able to like make a few releases. I actually started crying after a really long time.
Pussy! You are what you eat.
Exactly. So yesterday, I was actually really emotional in the morning, and I let go of a lot of things that I've been holding on to. And I reached back out to my ex-girlfriend and talked after a really long time, after like 9 months or so. So I just let go in that moment. I think primarily one of the reasons was like all the stuff that I've been shoving down, when you do semen retention or no nut, whatever you want to call it, no fap, it comes up and you have to handle that. Whatever comes up, whatever you've been pushing aside, all the subconscious shit that you've been pushing away, bubbles up to the surface again. And so it really reminds you to clear up your energy body. So I've been doing a lot more meditation in terms of my root and my sacral as well as my solar plexus, so I can really clear up the lower chakras, so the higher ones, because my higher ones work. However, with the lower ones imbalanced, it cannot take that source energy, divine energy, white light energy, whatever you want to call it, and actually make things in this material plane with it and make things happen and get things going. So yeah, that's what I've noticed. What have you noticed, man?
You know,
Just wait till these.
they're not even there, nigga.
Oh.
I don't know if they can see it. I noticed that I feel more alive. Now, I didn't feel so alive yesterday. Right? I was mainly sitting down and studying, right? Now, I realized that actually became difficult for me because I was so in my let's like I want to fucking move. I want to fucking move.
I swear, bro, yesterday I ran up the stairs and I don't do that shit usually. I was like, I need to do something with this energy right now. I don't know what to do with it.
Exactly, man. Exactly fucking Lee, bro.
Exactly fucking Lee.
Exactly fucking Lee.
Bruce Lee's cousin.
Man, the funniest fucking shit ever,
All right.
Bruce Lee's cousin, the lesser known. He was
No one's
actually
heard
his
about
stunt
him.
double in The Eye of the Dragon. Oh really? Yeah. Bro, like
exactly.
like if you ever want to like play like fuck around with somebody, right? Like just throw around fake facts, right? Just because it's fun entertainment.
Fake facts. Sounds
Like-
like a show.
Like and it makes shit more funny, right? This is what you do. You say, you know,
It's already
let's take this
hilarious.
cup. So you see this cup,
It's already
right?
hilarious, bro.
This is actually a teal, a lighter color. This color actually wasn't brought into Western civilization until
Teal Swan.
until Teal Swan was looking for ways to expand her brand.
Teal Swan, if you're watching our podcast right now, God
And
damn, you're gonna ruin our no nut streak.
she was studying the Beijing Empire from the Chinese Zhao dynasty. And they would wear these long drapes. The women, only the women, the upper class women. And they would be sewn with fine silk. And the way to distinguish the hierarchy of the women in the palace was based on different shades of blue. Now, this shade of blue right here was used, if we look at this background right here, we see a very light blue. It matches it. Very, very similarly, right? Now, the king at the time,
He had a pool.
he was very fond of the beach. And he preferred this light blue color over the deep one because the deep one
Some motherfuckers over there listening.
was less safe. Bro, it sounds real though.
Right.
It sounds real.
It does. It does sound like a real story, bro. Oh god damn. So like, I'm just thinking about like, have you ever heard of the story, the real story though, of this guy called Frederick the Great?
Oh, real? What's his name?
Frederick the Great. That's his fucking name, bro. What the fuck? He was in Austria and he was selling. He made the potatoes the most coveted vegetable, like for royalty. And the way he did that was the way he did that was he kept soldiers around the potato fields guarding them.
Real nigga, damn.
So people saw that and they were like, "Oh shit, what are they guarding?" It must be secretive. It must be like coveted, you know.
Value through association.
Exactly.
I gotta stop associating myself with
you. And so, be like that potato. Make yourself coveted. Allow yourself to be protected by divine yang energy.
Essentially, that means
in English.
It means
in modern English.
Hold on to your fucking balls and stop feeding your fucking balls to the dogs.
Totally.
In other words, stop giving all of your energy to women. You fucking horny, thirsty motherfuckers. You fucking don't have your own energy. And you're seeking the woman to fulfill you. You must first fulfill yourself.
Complete yourself.
Because even once you receive that energy, you will still feel incomplete.
Right.
You will still be coming from lack. So I'm not saying don't have women in your life. Have women. Women are fucking amazing. They're beautiful. They're soft, gentle creatures that come and tingle your nuts when you're feeling lonely, you know?
When you're feeling lonely.
But don't use women to fulfill your lack.
Right.
Use them though. Use them.
This is how I want you guys to think about it. Let's say you're in a marriage right now, man listening, and you really love your wife. Now, that does not mean that you'll be, when you see a beautiful woman walk past, that you won't look and you won't stare at her, right? At the same time, you want to understand that your wife does care about the fact she feels a little threatened by that instance of that moment happening.
She's thinking, my resources are going to go over there. My protection's going to go over there.
Exactly.
Right?
So at the same time, as a man, you have a choice right now. You can take that moment, be inspired by the femininity of that woman, and embrace that glow and give it to your woman. In that same sense, you want to absorb that energy, take it, and allow yourself to give her that energy. But at the same time, it could be another energy which is going to take your mind away from the present moment and let you escape that moment. Like you just want to get out of there. Like, where's the jetpack? Where's the eject button right now? So be present, stay grounded, be like an oak tree, be like a rock, stay immovable, and allow people to let themselves vent.
Oh my God, my phone's gonna die. Allow themselves to vent.
Allow themselves to vent. You want to be the container of their venting. So you don't want them to vent, but then not do anything with that. You want to at least encourage them to take some action steps towards that venting. You see, by just venting, you're releasing, letting go, and that's allowing you to come from that 0 point in groundedness. Now, what do you want to do with that? right? We need some tools or strategies or things to move forward from here. So one of the tools that I use primarily is when I'm walking through a venue, I remind myself to pay attention to the bottom of my feet. And I imagine it's like a cable is running from the bottom of my feet to the core of the earth. So each step that I take, it's like more of a deepening effect. And it really allows me to walk with purpose. And so practice this out as a tool for groundedness, especially in terms of your masculinity. It really helps. As a man, when you walk around with purposefully, I've noticed people don't mess with you. People just don't fuck with you anymore. They're just like, okay, all right, let him do his thing. He's going where he needs to go. He's busy.
But you know, see, this is the thing. It's what's the purpose, right?
Totally.
If there's a level of intensity, right? If your purpose is to chill, what the fuck is chilling? What the fuck is chilling? I'm gonna go chill.
Right. You will say that all the time. I'm just chilling, man. What does that mean?
You mean you're doing nothing? That could be your purpose. I want to chill, but that's still doing nothing. That's not in your masculine. The masculine is of doing. Of doing.
Start doing things. Start saying them out into the world and then start doing them. Be a man of your word.
The biggest thing that is going to prevent you from manifesting is not doing.
Also, not giving yourself enough credit. Festival. If you're not giving yourself the festival part, you're not going to notice the actual wins that are going to come up. If you don't look for something, you don't see that thing.
You need to be looking for the feeling. The balanced male is feeling and thinking at the same time. There is an importance on the feeling as well, because consciousness has to do with feeling.
Totally.
You don't make smart decisions when you're feeling low. You make, so like, it's like, let's just put it this way. People know they need to go to the gym. People know they need to save money. People know they don't need to buy dumb shit, right? But they're gonna do it anyway. They know they shouldn't be, that's your fucking third bag of chips. You know you shouldn't eat it, but your emotion is telling you to do it, so you're gonna do it anyway. So it's about going to the emotions first. Your emotions are important. Stop disregarding them.
Emotional eating. That's what it's called. That.
Just fucking called emotional fucking eating.
So tune into your feelings. And what a lot of people mistake their identities for their feelings. I feel crazy. Wait a minute. You feel crazy. That does not mean you are crazy. Okay? I am crazy. No, you're not. You're feeling craziness. Okay? There's a difference to the feeling and the person that you're being and who you are. I'm sad. No, you're not. You're feeling sadness.
No, your name's fucking Rodrigo. Nice to meet you, fucking sad. God.
Sad guru. Shit. Shout out sad guru, sir.
You know, so the balanced male, as we can see,
Oh, Delia, what's happening, girl?
is someone who pays attention to their feminine energy and does something about it. Balances their feminine energy as well.
Totally.
right? Anxiety, that's a feminine energy. Depression, that's a masculine energy, right?
That's an
Everything
interesting
is
way of
yin and
looking
yang.
at it.
Everything is yin and yang. Everything is yin and yang. Think about everything as energy. Every single thing is energy. Is it masculine? Is it feminine? Is it where can I balance it? Where can I balance? Is it good or is it bad? Not is it negative and positive. You can, of course, those implications do matter as well. But when it comes to your self-development, think, is this good or is this bad for me?
Right. And oftentimes we create labels that get us stuck in those patterns again. Like, for instance, the word
Fucking
depression.
label. Fucking labels.
Take the word depression, for instance, which in Latin means deprimere, which means to push something down, right? But if you're holding something down and inwards inside of you, of course it's going to grow. And it can develop like a beautiful building, or it can develop like a rash. Okay? It's still development.
God damn. God damn.
However, it's like, how do you want it to develop, right? So the thing is, depression is just you looking inwards, going inwards within you. Now, I'm not talking about the clinical, very, severely depressed, disorder. I'm talking about the phase of your life where you get a little bit of a winter time where spring is coming. So start to understand that depression is compression. It is just pushing something inwards and down. But the label of depression gives it a negative imagery in terms of, man, there's something wrong with me and I need fixing. I am broken. And if you're coming from that mentality, you're never looking at this thing as what it is. Now, I want you to think of this thought experiment of thinking of that thing as a behavior. So you're not sad, you're putting yourself into a sad state. Now, if you're sad, imagine every time you felt sad, you put yourself in a different state. Think of the opposite of that feeling. If you hold yourself out like this, you think it's possible to feel sad? If you have gratitude in the moments of anger, you think it's possible to feel that anger fully? No, it's like taking flood water and putting it into a dam. Now you're channeling that anger in a proper way, and you're not punching the first person that you see across the road because of No Nut November, okay? So, the moral of the story is feel, but also use this.
Now, there's something I want to kind of go back to what you said about stop associating yourself as your emotions.
Yeah.
I also want you to stop associating yourself as your achievements. I also want you to stop associating yourself as the things that you have. I am not this clothes. This clothes becomes me.
Totally.
What you accumulate can become yours, but it doesn't make you you. It's not you, even though it's yours. It's not you, even though it's yours. Let's just say, this is my cup. It's not my cup. It's Sumed's cup. But let's just say for this example, this is my cup. Is this me? Tell me, is this fucking me? Obviously it is. It's me. Look, this is me right here, guys.
Oh, hey,
this is me.
How's it going, buddy? What's going on?
You can, can you write my check? Yeah, just write it to my fucking cup. Write my check to my cup. Go reproduce. Oh, I want to have kids with you. Yeah? You can use the semen from my cup. It's not fucking you.
You are not the objects in your world.
And you are not your achievements as well. And you are not your losses as well. You are not your tragedies.
You're not your failure stories or your success stories. It accumulates, but look, failure is an event. It is not an identity.
Do you know why people get hurt so much when you make negative comments about them? because the positive matters so much to them.
Mm.
It's so important that you gratify them that when you make a negative judgment, it hurts.
Mm. That's true. And partly, when people get triggered by something, it's true. A part of it is true. Not all of it, but it's a reminder within yourself that that part of me that got triggered needs refinement in my personality, in my character, in my behavior. So it's actually giving you a question, not a question, but it's giving you a signpost towards changing. All right? If any of you guys are watching the replay right now, if you head over to Spotify and type in the Better Man Podcast with Ivan and Sumed.
No, it's just the Better Man Podcast on Spotify.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. The Better Man Podcast. And it has a picture of a man elevating in the air, and like the scale of evolution from Darwin, but the man elevating in the air in the final form.
And evolution of fucking apes to fucking standing ass people.
Standing ass.
To floating ass people, bro.
That's our evolution. We're gonna be awakened. Elevated. Sumelevate. That used to be my YouTube name. Anyway, in terms of little tactics that you can use in terms of surviving No Nut November, okay? So a couple of things. When you feel the urge to do it, you can do a couple of things. One is shower. You can't always do that, though. You can't just be like, oh man, I need a nut right now, and then you quickly hop into the shower when you're at work or whatever, right? So what you can do in that same sense is to, one, breathe into it. Take the energy from the bottom of your ball sack, okay, and just bring it up, channel it upwards. That basal energy needs to be transmuted upwards towards your heart so you can give more. That's the second one. Third one, work out or do some kind of movement, physical exercise to channel it out and to release it with sweat. Now, mind you, this might make you more horny and release more testosterone. That's besides the point, right? This is the time for you to really rekindle and rewire all the little stuff that's coming up for you that you don't want to really go forward into. You see, a lot of addictions in our life happen out of reaction to things. Oh, I feel lonely, and so I'm going to do this. Oh, I feel sad that someone did this, and so I'm going to do this. So what the breath work and meditation does is it creates a distance between that event and what you actually react with. Not react, but because reaction is very impulsive, but respond. And if you take the word responsibility and split it up, it's like your ability to respond, okay, your responsibility in a sense. So you have an ability to respond instead of react.
Now look at this. Is your responsibility limited or unlimited? Is it limited or unlimited? It's unlimited. Now what does that mean? Responsibility does not mean to act, does not mean to don't act. It means you have a choice to do something. You always have the choice to do something. If you don't accept responsibility, then you have no choices.
None. Nada.
This cup has no responsibility.
Zilch.
It has no choice what I put inside of it, if it breaks, what I wash it in, how I hold it, how I choose to, what side I choose to drink. It has no responsibility. It's fucking lobotomized. Do you want to lobotomize yourself and have no choices? Even to say I don't have a choice is choosing to not have a choice. Give myself on the pat on the back, a pat on the ass, and a pat on my fucking dick for that one.
I didn't know Patrick from SpongeBob is hanging around on in your scrotum area.
A pat on my. Just for that, we're ending the podcast right now. And everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been the Better Man. Someone's like, "Oh shit, really?" How long have we been doing this?
Yeah, I think we should end it actually. I'm not too sure.
All right, you know what, guys? I want to give my fucking closing statement.
Yeah, go ahead.
My new book is coming out this January. It's called Command Respect, Learn to Set Boundaries Using Consciousness, the Law of Attraction, and I fucked it up. It's consciousness, psychology, and the law of attraction. The law of attraction. You see, you cannot attract what you want until you understand the psychology of your mind that you need to be. You cannot understand, you can't have the psychology until you understand the consciousness levels. There's a different psychology for each different consciousness. There's a way to achieve things depending on the consciousness level. It's different for each fucking level.
Totally.
And it's harder
how can
the lower you go.
How can people get in touch if they want to get on the wait list for your book?
It's actually very difficult. Very, very difficult.
You have to cross 7 mountains.
You
go
need,
through a potato field.
You need to bring me the semen of an ostrich in Australia.
Oh, shit.
It's called the oblongata. That's actually a fucking part of the brain, by the way.
That'd be dope,
that has to do with
there's
fucking
an ostrich called oblongata.
And it's just like
There's
a really
actually
angry.
a breed of, yeah.
It's just like a really fucking angry.
Like a testosterone fueled ostrich.
It's only testosterone, but anyway.
It's 100% testosterone.
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Odd Resilience. You can find me at YouTube at Odd Resilience. You can find me at Twitter at Odd Resilience. You can find me on motherfucking TikTok as Odd Resilience. You can find me at your fucking mom's house as Odd Resilience. You can see me fucking your dad and fucking your mom at the same time as Odd Resilience.
So I think they get it, man. It's Odd Resilience.
It's Odd motherfucking Resilience. It's the brand name.
All right. Oh, that's awesome that you're actually you're using Twitter now and you're actually blowing up quite a bit on Twitter, right?
Yo, I literally posted a picture of my dick and I said, if y'all want to fucking hop on this shit, send me your fucking asshole pic. And everybody was like, bro, I was getting monkeys. I didn't know monkeys had Twitter, bro. I was getting pics from fucking crocodile pussies, from fucking crocodile fucking ass, my nigga.
Crocodile.
Some crusty. It was the fucking crustiest asshole I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Do crocodiles have a butthole? Or is it like the part of the tail? That's a good question.
I'm not allowed to disclose that.
Okay, it's private information, confidential. The government only knows. Anyway.
And crocodiles.
If you guys want to get on a Flow Awakening fundamental session with me, which is basically allowing you to actually tap into and live in the flow state. A lot of people think the flow state is a very temporary state. We can actually sustain it and induce it for a longer period of time. So shoot me a message at Flowzone Academy. And I'm also on Twitter at Flowzone Academy and at Flowzone Academy. That's spelled Flozone. There's no W in there. So if you try and find it with a W, you might be sent somewhere to Bill Nye the Science Guy's, different project.
It's Flaw. Just look Flaw. F-L-O.
Yeah, just F-L-O.
Zone. It's one word.
Flowzone is one word. Yeah.
Because it's one area of your life.
Mm.
It's the one thing you need to fix.
Yeah, flow is all about balancing out, harmonizing surrender with discipline. So how can you let go, but then how can you also have a discipline in order for you to stay in that pocket, that beautiful sweet spot where you're living in it? All right, so have an amazing rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and may the flow be with you. Stay legendary.
Be the best, forget the rest. Odd resilience. I bet you thought that should end it, didn't you? Now it's ending.